Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Cafu. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he was quick to react. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second. Shot, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Messi. Cafu. Very nicely done. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. This is their second corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Araujo. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Eto'o. Lahm with the slide tackle there. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Neymar. And it's Cruyff. Iniesta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maldini gets over and intercepts. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Pelé. He's shifting through the gears here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And back to the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Vieira. That's an imaginative pass.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Messi. Ibrahimovic. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. They've scored! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have the first goal. Decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Milan are looking to go forward now. Now he's got space here. Pedri. Eto'o. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. And they can counter here. Now it's Pelé. And this is Messi. Cafu. And he's picked it up out wide. Now the ball in. And that's really well manoeuvred. No, that's been intercepted. Pelé. Nicely weighted ball. Caught offside that time. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Thuram. Cafu. Neymar. Oh no, that was never going to make it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Mateus. Vieira, the man that is tenacity personified. Mateus might just make this. Messi.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And this is Cruyff. Oh, well played. And he's heaved it away. Seedorf. And it's Messi. Now then, the ball's come loose. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Eto'o. That's a sharp pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Iniesta. Iniesta. Clipped into space. Cruyff gets into a good position. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for the run, and this is Ibrahimovic. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vieira is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Cruyff receives it in a wide position. And he can clear it away.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18, numero 9, Eto'o, numero 22, Iniesta, numero 4, Seedorf, numero 21, Lam.
Vinicius Junior.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 5, Owen, il numero 15, il numero 7, il numero 26.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. That's a throw.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Can he get it through? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And here's Messi. Knocks it out wide. And it's Maldini. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Nice interception, well timed.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's got the beating of his man. And the shot! No mistake! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Elects to cross. Tries to get it clear. And that will be it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Vinicius Junior claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be... Big chance! Must be! He's away! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Threads one in, and he's worked it through. Maldini cuts out the pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Pele. Pedri gets a foot in here. That has not gone well. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He has found the way. Can he finish? They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's shifting through Messi! Brilliant save from Buffon! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And here's Neymar. Can he get it through? A header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Messi goes short. And he's cut it out. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Pedri spread out to the left. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And here's Cruyff. And the shot. He's had a shot! Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Vieira looking for the run. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Messi! It's hit the upright. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, important interception. Cruyff. Played into space. Good ball over the top. Well, they've got it again. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Pelé. Mateus. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! That was superb goalkeeping.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Milan are looking to go forward now. Cafu demonstrating his defensive quality there. Ibrahimovic. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Thuram. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Cruyff. Pass is just off target. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, nice touch. Vieira. Neymar. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's picked his way through. Now that's a fine challenge. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Pele having a look. So a genuine chance to increase the lead. Picked out, and a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Maldini. Iniesta. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Now it's Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, there's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Milan finding their passes, and there's green grass ahead of him. He's found a way through, and the shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's got away.
Oh, great feat, that.
Pele. He stands tall and strong. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Drives it in. Neymar quietly revving up. Cafu hurtling down that right flank. Iniesta. It's Pedri. And here's Cruyff. Tries to pass it through. Played back towards his own goal. Iniesta. And it's Iniesta. And here's Pedri. Knocks it. Tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here. That's a sharp pass. Neymar. Lahm kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Pedri cuts it out. And he's intervened well there. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's an excellent interception. Vieira. And it's Neymar. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Ecco. Numero 25.
And here's Owen. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Il numero 26.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Il numero 24.
Nedved
Il numero 13.
strokes it back.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Makalele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vieira, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Inzaghi, and he's managed to get free, and he shoots! And a terrific save from... And the referee brings it to a close. What a satisfying performance, a performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he's